Okay guys, so welcome back to another video. So this time around I'm going to be showing you how I edit using Final Cut Pro, some tips and tricks of how to edit using that program. I have learned a lot from it anyway. I found that there are some really easy stuff to do with Final Cut Pro, and I'm going to be showing you my transitions, my overlays, effects, as well as music. Where do I get my music from, and how do I arrange and edit my entire video? So stay tuned. Whenever I'm done filming, I like to put it into a card reader and store it onto my hard drive. It saves a lot of space on your computer and everything is on a hard drive. Final Cut Pro is probably one of the best software sites when you're working with anything to do with editing on Apple products. It's one of Apple's main software for editing, and it's probably one of the best, and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for over 5 years now. I don't know then when I purchased it. I don't think I paid for it. I think it came with my laptop if I can remember, but I don't know. But for now, if you have to convert the $299 it'll be around 6,000 rand, and it is a bit steep if you are starting off in any of your YouTubing career. I like to save all of my videos and everything in a folder here on my hard drive, and here that's where my video is, and I can just click on it, and that will save so much when it comes to rendering on your video, and will really save space. So your rendering time will be much less because it won't be on your actual software, your actual computer, and it'll be stored directly onto your hard drive. So if you can invest in a hard drive, my hard drive is 1 terabyte, so it can store quite a lot of stuff. You can store all your intros, outros, custom presets, or your effects or transitions. This is really a great way, and you don't have to hassle. Moving over to the top left, this is your titles and generators. Now, generators are also an extension that most people use in their videos. Titles, you can get your basic text as well as the typewriter by just typing here if you're looking for the typewriter. And this is what it looks like. You can also get basic text, and that will also give you the basic text. Here you can see that you can clean up your area if you want a perfect working ground by just clicking on those areas, and you've got a nice clean surface to work in and focus on editing. And this is the part that I like to use, especially when I'm doing a rough cut and I really need all the space. I can use all of this space, and then if I need to get something, I can just then click on the icons here to hide or to open. Now that you're in Final Cut Pro, there are some really cool built-in stuff that you can actually use without using any third parties. Keying is amazing if you're trying to get any green screen recordings. Well, it makes it easier to green screen something without having to use a third party. Earthquake, super popular. Fisheye is one of the most popular ones as well that they use. Underwater is super amazing if you're going to use it for text. Color presets are pretty cool and very popular if you are looking to, you can make your own, you can build your own. Now we can move on to titles. Titles are amazing, and they really do take your videos to a whole new level. The brighter, the popular, the most exclusive ones you will find on a site called DaFont. So DaFont is free to use, and some of them you don't have to acknowledge the creditor or the author themselves, but if you look onto this one, you have to be able to credit the author. Or if you see here where it says free for personal use, you can use that and download it. Some popular ones, the ones that I like to use, is Lemon Milk. sweet strawberry. Another thing you can do if you really want to see if these are a perfect fit, you can just write it here at the bottom and that will customize it and will show you how it looks. You can go back to lemon, milk. You can see very bold, generally my favorite. You can check the size as well if you want to go size. So the font is definitely a place to look for some really cool, unique fonts. And if you want to know how to download and get your text onto Final Cut Pro, do let me know down below and I will probably make a video, or you can actually just check it on YouTube and they'll be able to give you some insight of how to download the fonts onto your Final Cut Pro. There are a load of transitions that you can choose from in the Final Cut Pro itself. There are the dissolving ones, which are very popular. We've got the swiping. You can also mask, wiping left or right. You can go inwards or outwards. You also have a blur tool and that will blur out your video onto the next one. So it kind of transitions onto the next one. You can have the radical that goes zoom or just a simple blur. And it just blurs out nicely. And you can customize all of these as well. You can zoom in and you can zoom out. You can pan and zoom. And this is really great if you're vlogging and you want to capture all those different scenes, and you can zoom in and pan in as well. So one of my favorite places to get some transitions as well as some extra titles plugins is definitely Selfie or selfie.com, where you can get a lot of awesome transitions, and this will take all your videos to a next level. So some of these, by the way, are paid, and you can invest in one of these, or you can just type in free plugins and that will take you to any free plugins that they do have. And as you can see, it's $0. And once you have add that to cart, you'll then log in, register yourself. It's completely free from there, and then you'll be able to load it onto your Final Cut Pro. When it comes to choosing audio as well as sound, I usually get most of my music and sound from a website called Epidemic Sound. It's absolutely free. Well, it's royalty free music rather, and a whole bunch of sound effects. They have a wide variety, and trust me, once you get Epidemic Sound, it is amazing because you and another person won't have the same sound. If you're tired of hearing this, trust me, you will going to love Epidemic Sound. They have some really cool music that you can choose from. Another one that I also like is Artlist. I have not tried it. Once again, this is also a paid site, but once again, once you've established, you really won't go wrong, and absolutely love using the sound. Once you've downloaded and got all your music, you can go back into Final Cut Pro and you will find it under the music icon, which is the middle one at the top, and you'll find all your music stored onto your music store, and that way you can find it on your Final Cut Pro. You can click on it and add it to your video. Last but not least is creating your intros and outros. I love to get my inspiration from Pinterest. You can go onto Pinterest, check out some cool ideas of how to maybe create your intro or outro as well as your thumbnails, and I love to use Canva. There's so many templates to choose from. This will also help you for your social media account, any personal, business, marketing, education. If you want to know how to create a custom intro like mine, do let me know down below and I will create another video of how to do a intro as well as an outro. Hope you enjoyed this part of the video of how to edit, or how I edit using Final Cut Pro. Like I said, if you have any other softwares that you are currently using and you don't know how to work it, do let me know down below and I'll probably make another video for you guys as far as software editing and all that jazz.